I got the idea to do the last video, the pros and cons list of the slogan ACAB, based on a conversation that I had with a fellow temp worker. We were riding together on the back of a cart that was shuttling workers from where we were working to where our vehicles were. And he starts talking basically about what a dumpster fire the United States is, and that he's hoping that his college education will lead him to opportunities so that he can GTFO this country, so he can get out. He wants to cut and run, like a lot of people do. And so he's talking to me, and of course, I'm a communist. I'm chomping at the bit. You know, I cannot wait to get in on this conversation. And we ride past a whole gang of Ku Klux Klan, and he says something disparaging about the police. And so I said, yeah, I'm all about that ACAB life. And he says, you know, I get it, but I really don't like it because, you know, it's taking whole groups of people and it's judging them based on one thing, like a lot of people do the BLM movement. I said, well, you know, ACAB isn't just a condemnation of each individual cop. What we're talking about is the system itself. You know, we're talking about the police as an institution, as a whole. And then our cart stopped and we were done. And it was a little bit longer of a conversation than that, but that's the gist of it. And this young man shakes my hand and thanks me and tells me, like, thank you so much. What a great conversation. You know, and what this led me to start thinking about was what a missed opportunity. This person is a could-be comrade, but the slogan failed to raise his class consciousness. It might have helped to radicalize him, but radicalized in the United States can put you in any number of directions. Radicalizing without raising class consciousness can push you into the far right. It can push you into libertarianism. It can push you into conspiracy theories. And this isn't to say that this is altogether a bad thing, right? Like, if we can convince you that the police are bad, then we can convince you that the ruling class is bad. If we can convince you that capitalism is bad, then we can maybe convince you that socialism is good, right? So I'm not saying that it's all bad. What I'm saying is that we have to make sure that we're going further. We have to ensure that we are raising people's class consciousness and that we are not just convincing them that everything is shit, because that's pretty apparent and obvious to anybody paying attention to anything. But that alone will not raise their class consciousness. That alone will not put them into a camp of people who want to organize and fight back.